or comments? So roll call vote. Annie?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
And Tim?
Yes.
Other concerns at this time? Floor is open. Mr. Rush?
I guess these are more the concerns and they're in form of the questions. I just like this information. I don't expect answers tonight, but I'll come back next meeting and get the answers, okay?
Okay.
I'd like to know this current year, how much money you've spent on lawyer fees, lawyers altogether.
You want that broken down or just?
No, just total.
Just total?
Total, I don't care
Just
who.
for 2025?
Yeah, and do you, you probably can answer this part of the question. Do you like to pull it out of the general fund as needed?
It goes to whatever, like if you're working on a water contract,
Do you pull it out of
Pull it out
each
of water.
fund?
if he's
Okay.
doing,
Like to know how much mileage reimbursement that the mayor and the council, not who got what, just total mileage reimbursement you've had this year. And I'd like to ask a question on your sewer project. Has the grant been approved? And in the minutes for the one that was published in the paper, it was kind of unclear when you was going to ask the USDA, when Ben was going to ask USDA or KDHE to what if they could pay for it. Was that just for the over and above, or was that for the whole program project?
I believe the only thing that's for sure right now is our loan through KDHE.
Okay,
It's interim funding and then they'll
well
work on getting other funds is how Mike
that'll
explained it
bring
to
me
me.
to the next thing, and you call it a loan. So it's not a bond.
It's an interim funding, so
It's not a bond.
Once it's
a loan.
complete.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
they'll look for additional funding.
it's a loan. All right. On how much outstanding bonds does the city have, if any? And what were they for? I mean, I don't expect that.
No,
answer
I've got
tonight.
that right here, actually, Payday. Our outstanding bond is for the water. And it will be paid off in 2027. I'll find the page. And as of January 1 of 2025, there was an outstanding balance of $95,000. And our payments are $40,000 a year plus interest.
Is that for a project that was done back about 25 years ago or
2012.
2012? So it was recent. Okay. Then in the minutes that you had a figure of $40,000 for a policeman. And I was just wondering, and it said to start. Okay. I'm just wondering if when you start, are you gonna start with equipment, you're gonna start with personnel? Or are you gonna try to contract with the sheriff's office? What's the start work?
So $40,000 is basically what Maple Hill uses for their annual budget for a police officer, for their public safety department. That would be basically the money we'd be raising, and then probably for the first year, that would just basically pay for equipment. We're still working the details through on all of that, but that's where that figure comes from.
Okay, I'm just curious, because $40,000 just dropping the bucket of what you actually need per year. And I didn't know how he was gonna start that project.
That's what Maple Hill runs theirs off of.
And they've already got their car and their equipment and all that.
Yeah,
other
and
stuff.
so all the officers come with their own equipment, with the exception of a safe, a long gun, and a vehicle and a radio. So the vehicle's obviously the big purchase there, and that's something we just have to find. Purple Wave was a suggestion to hunt on auction sites for retired police vehicles to help lower that cost even more. But that's why even if we started the police department, it would still be probably another year at least before we actually had a functioning police department. because we'd have to get all the equipment together for it.
And I'm assuming you guys are familiar with federal wage and hour law, that you can't just call that guy anytime, day and night that you want to, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just curious. Thank you.
Thank you, Pay. Anybody else? Okay. Julie Bisnet,
Okay,
AR, Department Report.
I got a couple of things. Aspen just handed me this. I guess she's quitting.
I think that's it.
Yes,
Very good. Not too.
All right, the top paper's what I turn into Lisa every week with the money that I owe her. The only one is campers or not. I'll pass them down. Jim. They're not standing together very well. Yeah. I suppose Terry thinks he needs one.
I have one.
I do.
Not one of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
got
can.
all that you have.
Yeah, use me. Okay, well, my bathroom's clogged up out there. It's been a week. I think he called last week sometime. And Melina was telling me maybe somebody threw a firecracker in there because there's poop all over the place on the walls and whatnot. So
So is it the toilet that's clogged or the shower?
the toilet was clogged and the shower is clogged. Every time somebody takes a shower, it floods the bait shop. So all my beer bottoms are getting wet.
They worked on that.
Well,
It was a leak, wasn't it? Before. It was leaking.
yeah, they stopped it from leaking, but last year Matt came out and used the shop back and sucked all the sand out of it. Anyway, and there's my reports. So I don't think
All right.
I have anything else.
Anybody got any questions for? Okay. Thank you, Julie. Robin?
The only thing I have for department report is, I gave you guys a copy of some different iPads. I'm in need of an iPad for you guys. From 139 up to 230 something. Different ones. I thought that first one was a pretty good deal.
Well, if you're having space issues,
Yes, ma'am.
I think you need a bigger than a 64 gig
Okay.
because that's
Okay.
actually one of the smaller ones. So 128
128.
or double that, I think they do now. So you may want to actually look again and give us the higher, because 64 is
So you
gonna,
said 128. Is there a?
There's a,
The-
it's 256 here.
256, that's
Yeah.
it. That's the big one.
The first one shows a 128 and a 256 available, so see what the prices are for those.
269.99 for a 256.
Where's that? I didn't really look at it before.
Second page.
It's cheaper than the iPad.
I don't,
Well,
what are you on? I'm not on that.
this is the only one I have.
Oh,
No, I'm missing.
are you missing
No.
it?
No, you
Where
got
is it?
See, I don't have that one.
I don't have that
Oh,
page.
Who put those together?
Well, I wasn't having as much trouble with mine as you
Yeah,
were.
I think the 256, especially with the space. How old's your one now. It's
Gosh,
it's up there now, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
5.
I mean, everything I've done, 2025 is not, I can print it.
Yeah, the
Right, and I knew you
256.
would.
Do you have the 256?
I do not.
I don't either.
Oh, here, you wanna see? She's just got,
You guys didn't have one either?
oh, I think it's the back side of the page just didn't print, it looks like.
Great.
Yeah, because mine's blank. So I was like, I'm so
confused. And if you get a Samsung, that was for an Apple, I believe, and Samsung is less. Not by much, but it is.
Surprising that it's not much.
I've gotten better, but
Or I don't know if it'd be a good idea if we could download that app on Sally's and use Sally's, but probably fill hers up too much. There's that option as well.
Well, as much as you use it, you need.
Mhm.
I'm all for it. She needs one.
That one or
Which one?
Approve up to a certain amount, that would,
How much is it?
169?
I like the 256 storage better.
How much is that?
269.99.
Approve up to $300 to cover the tax and whatever.
Yeah. Wouldn't be taxed.
So that's for the tab A9.
Just be safe.
I might need a charger, so just go up.
That one?
I don't know what's going on with it. So let me check.
They have two of it. But that's the 256 because that's a 64 gig as well.
I'll move to approve up to $300.
Second.
Yeah,
Now, is that something I can go get, or Lisa, will you order that? How do we do it?
I should be able to order it, but you might need to come in just to show me where you,
Yeah.
what site you found those on.
And the only other thing I might have.
We have-
let's finish the motion
Oh,
first.
sorry.
Okay.
That's for Galaxy.
Okay, the motion was by Brett, I believe, to purchase the Samsung Galaxy with 269, I'm sorry, with 260, 56 gigabytes for a price not to exceed $300. Seconded by Jason. Any further discussion? Those in favor? That motion carries. Okay, Robin, continue.
The only other thing is that dock that is out in the middle of the cove
Yes.
is still there, and I just wanted to report that.
Have you ever found out who owns it?
I do not have any idea.
Did anybody fix that boat or that board on
I
that
would say
long
claim
dock?
it now.
I knew that.
It's been out there long.
Oh,
Years.
I don't know. Look,
Somebody told me about
Nobody's
her.
cleaned it.
don't remember what really.
It's been out there for 2 years.
Oh, yeah, that floating dock.
It's been tied up, so somebody took it and they took off with it, and that's where it was at, that south coast. That's on my agenda here.
So this is the same floating dock that's been around for 2 years. It's just finding a new home every fall,
Where it
basically.
breaks
Is that
loose.
what it is?
Where it breaks loose.
Does anybody here know who's
No.
claiming it?
Nobody seems to know. We have not.
No, that's
been
why I
able to-
said we should just claim it
Maybe I'll
until we
turn
have,
the boat to it and pull it
figure out
around
a
and
way to
drag
get
it
it
out.
over to the bait shop. I
So-
mean, it's a good dog. We could use it.
Is it anchored down where it is now? Does anybody know?
Or just,
Don't know, it's just
Kinda.
sitting out there.
I personally believe it's a safety hazard for
It
those
could be
that
dragging
boat
away.
out in that area.
That way it
That
keeps
needs
it
to be
relatively
removed.
in the area for a while.
I mean, I suggest that Tim would go get it, just do it. It's been out there for 2 years.
You're talking about removing it as a public
Yes,
nuisance?
yes, it's a nuisance. Needs to be removed.
You can't give anybody notice because you don't know who owns it, so you guys can just make a motion that it's a nuisance to the lake and public nuisance and have it removed.
And did you say you would go out and get it?
I'll see what I can do. I don't have that big of a motor on my boat, but I'll see if I can drag it. I have no idea what I might be up against, but I'll go give it a look.
If you need help, holler.
question?
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
It's on my list of things I have concerns with. You know, I talked to Jesse Garrett, the Kansas Game Fish. He comes into my office for tickets a lot. And, he said that there were some buoys that to be brought out at some point.
Mhm.
There's some buoys that are submerged that are dangerous as well. Some are half submerged and people are trying to avoid hitting them. Maybe if there's a boat available that's got enough horsepower to pull that dock out when they pull the buoys out. I don't even know how many buoys you have. Because when I talked to Lisa and Tim, there was at least about 20 that's been ordered. And then
I was thinking 24, but 20 might be accurate.
20's the accurate.
How many? What is it?
20 was approved.
And
Eight have
Jesse
been
told me
delivered.
it's not really his, he's not supposed to be doing it, but he's going to help us out.
Mhm.
Because he's got new areas that he'd like to put them at. But I did have some people come to my doorstep on Sunday evening after 4th of July that had concerns with their families being out floating. But there's being so much traffic because the buoys that are there now have floated where they want to float to. And you hate to see somebody get hurt or not seen because of that reason. And I noticed the boat that we used to have over there in John Taylor's garage, that Blue Ray, is gone. Does anybody know where that boat went?
It's at the city lot.
So that's where John Taylor is. That building that,
No.
No, the
No,
city
no.
shop.
We have a shop in the
No,
city.
okay, but.
A shop in the city.
No,
the city lot.
it is now?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
is
what
it gonna be fixed?
we don't know if it can be.
We're either gonna try and repair it or replace it.
Mhm.
That's the end goal,
Mhm. Will that be done during the patrol?
potentially.
Mhm.
Not this year.
Probably not super soon, but it is a goal.
Mhm.
Just when funding is available to do it.
Mhm.
There's another issue as far as getting a boat goes to. They're gonna have to get the city's gonna have to have a vessel that is capable of pulling those buoys out of the water,
Mhm.
let alone towing them. The current boat that they have is unsafe for people to get them, lift them up over the edges. So a pontoon boat or some other type of large flat bottom boat would be ideal, but those aren't ideal for patrolling the lake either. So, what do you do?
Yeah, and some of the buoys are cracked, that's why they sunk,
Right.
or they're laying over on their
I
sides.
think every year we lose buoys to crap, so to speak. Something happens to them. They're either old and chains are rusting and rotting and breaking, or getting holes and constant. It's a constant battle.
Well, we've been out there almost 30 years now, and I know at one point there was somebody taking them in and out for the winters. That way we would never have to replace them and spend that kind of money for the buoys all the time. And I don't know how long these are in there, have been in there now. But if they're taken better care of,
Well,
we wouldn't have
I can
to
assure you
worry
that
about
that has
this.
not been done in the past 4 years.
Probably not.
Like I said, we don't have a vessel that's capable of getting them. We rely on someone at the lake to even drop them in the water and place them for us.
And I think that's fantastic, Jerry, that Jesse has volunteered to
Jesse,
do it at some
I'm sorry I
point.
couldn't think of his name, but
Yeah,
that is,
Jesse
yeah,
Garrett, yeah. Uh-huh.
Jesse.
Yeah, because he's got family. We really like him and the fact that he wants to help us, but don't take advantage of him either. It's not his lake to, it's a state,
Right,
not a city
Right,
lake.
right.
But he wants to be, everybody be safe out there too. Because there wasn't much presence of lake patrol out there over the 4th of July, and we could have had some other issues if we didn't have his presence when he was there. And it's getting worse.
right. We will discuss this further when we get to you, okay?
Okay.
Continue, Robin, if you would, please.
I think that's all I have for the permit report.
Do you want to look into it?
You gave me some photos earlier, you're not talking about
Oh,
these?
we can go ahead and do those if you'd like. It's later on in the agenda.
It's in there.
I'm good with
Okay,
it.
all right, we'll cover it then, okay.
You need a motion to declare that.
And nuisance and have it.
Also move to declare the dock a nuisance and needs to be removed.
Did you say that?
And you also want to authorize Tim to go out there and move it?
Do we need to add that as part of the motion?
We adopt it
Because
and use
that'll,
it.
I don't want you to because that'll bind me. I don't know if
right, and that's,
No,
and that's why I
think
don't
we're
want to
just-
do that.
We're just declaring it, so city officers can do whatever they need to do to get rid of it if they want to.
All right, in reference to a floating dock at Lake Wabunsee that's unauthorized and unclaimed, a motion by Jason to declare that dock a nuisance, and it is to be removed, seconded by Michelle. Any further questions, comments, concerns?
So, we can't claim it and then use it in the public area.
You could, well, I don't know how you could claim it. You don't have an ownership interest in it. You could use it, and then presumably if the owner ever comes and claims it, then you have taken it and thus would owe them just compensation for the use of the dock for however long you guys used it.
Is there,
They would owe us for storing it.
yeah,
That's
So
what
they
I'm
wouldn't,
thinking.
why would they owe you for
I got a
storing it?
question too on that.
They
Is
didn't
there,
ask you to store it.
is there a holding period that they're, after once we remove it, 30 days, 60 days, and then we can
There's-
dispose of it the way we
I
want?
mean, there is a provision in the rules about, I believe it's, I forgot what the term is, but it's basically the nuisance structure or nuisance boat or nuisance structure on the lake. There's a procedure in there that you can go through to have it dispose of it permanently. So you're just right now starting that process. We can't give them any notice because we don't know who it is. So at a certain point, I mean, I don't have, if you guys understand that the eventuality may come when if you guys use the dock, if somebody comes around and says, that's my dock and can prove it, then that's the result.
I also think we're putting ourselves at risk for someone just taking it because they don't really realize that we're commandeering it because it's been out there for so long.
I think we need to remove it from the lake and bring it to our storage facilities, and I think we need to do.
Disassemble it and discard it. That's what I was gonna do.
Mhm.
Take it to the campsites and let them burn it.
Make it into a picnic table.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. Could your question answered?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So we have a motion on the floor. Any further comments? Okay, those in favor? That motion carries. Okay, Sally Davis.
Okay. I have in your packets a resolution for 211 Pine. I need to know if you guys who I read it on. I forgot to give you one.
I recognize the picture.
Okay.
Is that him?
She said 202.
211. Should be the first one on my stuff. Did you find it?
It's an easy fix. Easy. Easy fix. Any questions on this, guys?
211's a common brush.
Yes. Yes, which I did mow it last week. So we're gonna see if we get a payment from him or a response, but I have not prior to this to
You
get a
mowed
response.
211 last week.
Yeah, 211.
How long did it take?
About 45 minutes. That big mower. Probably would have took a little less, but that mower does not turn very easy in that space.
I moved to approve.
Second.
Motion by Brett to approve the resolution number 72825-1, seconded by Jason. Any further questions, comments, concerns?
Do we need to decide the hearing date or is that automatic? For this, because there's a blank.
You have to designate the hearing date as a meeting date usually. So yeah,
Do we need to do that in the
Yeah.
motion? That's what I'm asking.
Next meeting is August 11th. One after that's the 26th. So 11th,
26.
I'm just, 25th. I can't add. Or see.
Mm-hmm.
I think because you got to serve this, you probably want to give it to the 25th at least.
And then if they don't receive it certified, then we gotta publish it first, don't we?
If they don't, or you can deliver it to them personally.
Well, there's nobody around. We have to mail it to it. There's nobody living in the house.
Well, then you
Should we
need
set
to-
it for the 8th of September?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
September.
Let's do that.
It gives us time to do everything.
The 8th of September.
All right. We amend the motion to read. Motion by Brett to
Need to
accept.
amend.
You want me to read it to you the way I think it should be, and then you want to just put it out there?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Amend resolution number 72825-1 with a date for a hearing to be held on 8th of September at 7 p.m. in front of the city council here in Eskridge, seconded by Jason. Any further questions, comments, concerns? Those in favor? That motion carries. Next one, Sally.
Okay, the next resolution's at 202 Pine. Anyone's here to talk about it?
So what's the background on this one?
Well, I've sent her several letters about cleaning up around there. There's many minimum housing codes that she's violating. She has no service, water or sewer. We've sent several letters on that. And I started this all back in when I started February or March. I gave her extra time to do the cleaning because we had the dumpsters here. I never got any response from her. Never talked to her once about
I
it.
did come up here and ask you if I was on the agenda one day, and you didn't say I was on the agenda, and then my mom messaged you for me and asked you, and you said I wasn't, so.
That was all during the time that we had the dumpster out here. I gave you leadway. I told your mother that. I would be patient because we had the dumpster
And I
I
said my
gave you
neighbor that
plenty
his
of
other house
time.
burned down.
Before you finish.
to do it. So I think I gave you plenty of
And
time.
now I'm helping my neighbors with their house that burned down and letting them use some of my yard.
Okay, I do
So you're
understand
gonna punish me
that.
for that,
And I talked to them about getting their stuff,
and they are,
and they have,
and now they're not done,
but that has nothing to do with your end.
it's still my yard.
But you're not the one that put it there, hon.
Let's,
I don't blame you
let's-
for that.
Let's address a different question here, please.
No.
Haley, do you have utilities?
I
At that
no,
facility.
no, I don't, but I have water there at least, like with a gallon or a water tank
She
Where,
holds water in.
and where are you getting your water, may I
from
ask?
Lana and Jason.
From where?
Lana and Jason, my neighbors let me use their hose to fill it up. I
Uh,
went down to the city place and got water from the city, and so I do need to pay that bill, but I get it from there too.
But you don't have electricity there.
I have electricity.
So what am I missing?
I don't have water.
No
She has
water,
no water or sewer through us,
no,
through
no,
utilities through. the
no city
does.
utilities, no
City.
city utilities,
Yes.
okay? And that is something that you have to have in order to live in the city of Eskridge. You have to have it. If you don't have it, I'm afraid you're gonna have to vacate the house.
Well, I can pay my bill then or what? So I can get utilities there or what?
Yeah, if you pay the arrears and the reconnect fee.
Will you tell me how much that is?
Actually, I told them on here a while back.
And can we make payments on it or no?
Not at this point. It's so far in arrears.
And it also has to be usable, meaning that you can operate the facilities in the house without anything like that. for
That's
water
all
and sewer.
fine.
Now, the question I've had asked for to do this, do I have to go in and inspect it, that it's all working?
It works just fine. It worked just fine before my water got shut off. So there's
Well, I
no
mean,
need for that.
I think if the utilities are on, I would prefer that you inspect the interior to make sure that it's operating. That
Haley, I can't come up with it at the
I'll
moment.
come up there. I'll come up with something for it.
this specifically.
Has this time frame been addressed before with the utilities?
This is the first I've ever dealt with this stuff.
Okay, because we've got a resolution that she's in violation of it in front of us right here. So if we're going to allow her to get paid up, what are we going to do with this resolution?
You can pass the resolution, and if she's current by the 8th, then you basically deem it satisfied like you usually do. Or not.
And this one wouldn't necessarily go to the 8th of August or 8th of September, would it? Not this one.
Good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be done in 2 weeks, could it not?
No, it can't. I need a little bit more than 2 weeks.
So where are you going to live until you get it
I'm gonna stay at my house.
with no utilities?
I have water there. I flush the toilet every time I go to the bathroom with the water. So it goes through the sewer that way.
It's going through the sewer, but you have no
Yeah, I
utilities.
flush
with
the toilet with a
but
bucket.
you're not
Using
paying
a
for any-
bucket of water.
But she's not paying for any utilities for the sewer service of the city of Eskridge.
But still
It's
flush.
going to go through the sewer. Yeah.
We charge your sewer rate based on your water usage.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's going through the sewer, so
By health
it's,
code,
it's
that's
city
not
water. And
actually
it's city water,
acceptable.
so I don't know how that's.
And I don't think it's acceptable in our ordinance either.
It's not.
So technically,
Even though
we
she's
have the
using,
right to evict, I can't even say it.
So is there a water bill at the house next door where she's getting the water?
Yeah, that's Lisa on that.
Haley, it's $1,019.92. Yes. the
Haley, how
numbers
much
have-
time do you need to get that taken care of?
Maybe just a month, maybe
I'm sorry, what?
maybe a month, just so I have a little time.
Which technically,
Would fall within the time frame of the
Hearing.
hearing.
which actually my next thing was about having her evicted out of the house until it was resolved.
I'm not leaving my house, Sally, so that's not happening.
That would take more than 30 days anyway.
well, not really. You have the right if it's a housing code violation of this nature, it's a sanitary issue. You can placard the residents and bar them from anybody residing in there after 48 hours notice. I'm not sure, but it's common. You got it in your code.
I mean, all I gotta do is call Waukesha County and they'll help me serve the papers and she has to evict.
And we're not evicting
Which-
technically, she's being removed from the premises for
She would have to be out of the premises within 24 hours after I notify her.
So you can pass this resolution with the hearing date of the 8th, and maybe by the time that comes around, she'll be hooked back up and paid. and authorize the placarding of the residents.
Well, I move to adopt this resolution 72825-2. Are we okay with the date of September 8th? Anybody else?
I'll second that.
Okay, it's September 8th.
In regards to resolution 72825-2, the motion is made to accept it with the hearing date of 8th of September.
Thank you very
by Annie,
much.
and seconded by Jason. Any further questions or comments?
Do you intend to keep your bills current
Yes.
afterwards?
Yeah. I do.
I can
You're,
guarantee
you're
it.
costing the city a lot of money. You know that. Because that's emptying your trash out of your yard and everything. I'm not
Well,
gonna
it
have
cost
any
me money too
patience.
for them to do that too.
Pardon?
It cost me money for them to do that too. It cost me $1,000 last time they paid me.
Any further comments? Those in favor of the motion? Motion carries.
Probably is there any action on the placarding?
Was the next step on that I brought up. If you guys want to see this.
Look, yeah, we-
Don't let her leave, you say?
Well, I mean,
Well,
if you're gonna take action, then you should be here, but I can't keep anybody here.
Julie. Haley needs to come back in if she wants to hear this next step.
All right, what is this one? Oh,
This is
okay.
that's why I
All
said
right.
my next step. That's why I brought it up so you guys would know.
But this isn't the house she's getting the water from, is it?
Yes. Did I get the wrong address on there? No.
No.
That's her house. She's getting that water from
the neighbor.
The house that burned down, water there.
Okay, and that's, they're still on the utility.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, while we're waiting, I guess, go ahead and talk about this notice. Does it need to be verbal?
It doesn't need to be verbal, I mean, it's just an order.
Do you want to authorize it or not?
it's just basically you guys authorizing me to put this placard up and to aggravate
So do we kick her out now
violation.
or wait
I mean,
and see if she pays the bill?
you want her to live there? She said it'd take her about a month. You want her to live in there a month?
She can find the money this month. Not for the rest of it though.
Or, I mean, that's basically up to you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought we just agreed to give her a month.
okay, so we can hold off on this. She has 30 days to get it resolved, and then if not, we have to go this step.
Now, my question is, let's say that, October, she still hasn't paid the bill. I mean, she's paid the $1,000 or whatever it is to get hooked back up. And then we don't see any money. Do we have to start all this all over again? Is it another 6-month process?
It'll be a little different because Tim, I gave her
I think
extra
that's
I know you have,
opportunity
and I
because
appreciate what
we
you've
had
done.
that
I'd like a legal
dumpster.
answer on that, Todd.
The legal answer is that, yeah, it basically starts over.
So I thought,
But next time it would be done as expediently as possible.
Yeah, it'd be a little different because we don't have the city dumpster, and I wouldn't be able to give you that leadway like I have here in the past.
Yeah.
And,
But it's after shut off. Understand, it's not a payment. You have to shut off.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for coming back in. Okay, this next one is up here at the apartments behind, yeah, thank you. Kind of looks like he built the shed. He just put the permit in after he put the shed in. If you guys are okay with it.
Months after.
Well, I wasn't here 6 months ago, Brad. I'm sorry.
Who applied for
know,
this?
There's a lot of catch-up work here to do around
See
this
the
stuff.
owner of the property?
Yes.
Yeah, he already had it on there prior.
I thought a business owner.
It is.
It's sold. I mean, he has property
the
in,
owner. He's the owner now.
yeah.
Okay.
But I do like how he's got it set up and everything.
And it's far enough away from all the keys and everything.
Yeah, as far as I could tell. And what I've talked to Mike about.
So there's no issues with easement, there's no issue
I
with,
think he got his address and emporium
Oh.
and stuff.
Yes, that
That's
was
like-
my fault.
It's all right.
Yes. County don't have it updated.
so there's no issues with the easement, there's no issues with gas lines, water lines.
No. Did he send $25 to Lisa when he sent this in?
No, because it was less than $5,000.
Okay. So it's just basically me letting him know it's okay.
Do we need an approval?
Yes.
I move to approve.
Alright, thanks, Tim.
Motion to approve the structure permit at 201 Cedar. I'm assuming that's the right address. I can't tell what that writing is.
That's
That
correct.
201 or 211.
201.
Okay. By Tim, seconded by Jason. Further comments, questions? Those in favor? Those opposed? Those abstaining? Are you in favor, Michelle?
I'm in favor.
Okay,
I was just a little slow.
that's all right. Motion
on the
carries.
uptake. I was wondering what I was hearing.
Okay, this next one is they want to put a fence on the south side of their house and finish along the road where they got the fence in the front. But what they want to put instead of a fence, they want to put 10 along. He's going to put it mounted on boards and put it that way. Like the 10 they use on the roof. Instead of a chain link fence or
Like a traditional privacy fence.
kind of like, and he put the height down.
It's in the packet.
Or I thought he put the height on it.
I see the link.
And then,
So do you right of way?
I don't know if we have
Oh.
a list of type of fences that may be terrible, but they certainly don't.
I have no either.
Don't behind us.
I've seen a 10 fence done
Oh,
well,
her name
and,
is. Mhm.
And I've seen one in there.
and I've seen them look like a junkyard fence. So I'm kind of leery.
I'm very, very leery.
Do we have any idea of a design for
I've
this
had
fence?
so
or is
many
it
people
just
complain
panels
about
nailed
this
to the board?
property. I think
the way he explained it to me, he was going to mount them to the boards and then mount them to the post. Is how he was explained it to me, and he was going to order the 10 like just like the roof off his shed.
Isn't that pretty heavy?
No,
Not necessarily.
Fence.
That was my
the wind will have
understanding.
its way with it.
Oh, it's in there now
That's-
from that one building down the street, or it's super heavy. You almost can't pick it up.
You can do it to make it look nice. The garden boxes that I built.
Yeah, I would-
Tim.
I would kind of want to see an idea of the design before we
He
approve
was
it.
going to come tonight so he could help explain it.
Because right now it just sounds like you're nailing roofing into boards, and I'm not down with that.
I'll tell you
Honestly,
what,
I
I
want an
can-
explanation. I want to see a piece of it. I want to see the section.
Sample.
This is what it's
I
all
don't-
gonna look like.
I want to be in a situation in the fence that I want to make it so that materials will go out inside.
Mhm.
How high nice?
Well,
That's a good question.
Because
I
don't they
was
live
wrong
on
here.
Warner?
That's my mistake.
They've already
I
got
didn't
the
think it
front
was gonna be
fence.
any higher
This is
than
gonna be the
yeah,
backyard.
chain link fence he's already got up, so I understand.
It's just a 4 foot, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 foot is what I was thinking.
The fence,
but-
the front yard's already a chain link, black chain link.
Right. And then I know on along the side of the road there, he's gonna tie it in with that chain link fence.
And then if they're
But
just gonna
you know
jump
what?
right
If
behind
you
it.
guys want to table it, I can ask him to come to the next meeting and give you guys a better description.
Have a picture of what it's gonna look like.
That'd be nice.
I can,
Not a drawing, but an actual photo of the final product.
I will ask him
I'm
that.
very, very
I
worried
will,
about this.
will do that.
We have the ordinance.
I do
for
believe that it
so
can be-
we can,
It's under, I can,
Just gonna say, I do believe that it can be done and look nice.
Yeah.
But I know that it's easy to do it and make it not look
I'll
nice.
move to table to the next meeting.
say that. I'll have him do that.
Time tonight.
So, Gary, do you want me to talk about that other thing I talked to you? Or just like that?
It'd be August 11th. I don't think we need a motion on that, do we, Todd?
Annie
Table
already
it?
made it.
Yeah.
Annie and
Jason
Jason.
made it. So you made the motion to table it,
Yep, Jason
and
seconded.
Jason seconded, okay. Any further questions on that one? Those in favor? Those opposed? Brett, what were you?
He raised his hand.
Okay. Motion carries August 11th.
Do we have anything in the rank about fence materials right now?
Nope. You actually don't even, I mean, yeah, but unless it's in the building code itself, which I don't ever call fencing.
I thought
I
we
believe
followed
it's
the
not.
county's.
You follow
Guidelines.
the county zoning. But then you've got your own building code.
Okay, because they had set what they allow for fences here
Well,
years ago.
That'd be a good place to start.
All right, next up on the agenda is the purchase request for the new door to City Hall. Lisa, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we got 2 quotes from Eskridge Lumber. One, the higher one, 40866, is with a nail slot already designed into the door. And the one includes tax, so without that, it's $370.17. That is just a 6-panel door. But there was a few of you that saw the bottom of the door last meeting. It's pretty rotted out. Just
Yeah. it needs
probably been there since payday was here.
Probably before that.
But and the mail slot that's in that one, I think, was made to adapt to our need of a drop box in City Hall, so.
Well, better to get the one with the one that tried to
They're not very different. Or am I looking at
There
the
was
wrong
$30
$30
difference.
difference. Oh, not the cost of the nail slot.
$370 as opposed to 408.
I'll second that.
Oh, I'm reading the tax number, sorry.
Yeah.
It's like,
The
they're
way-
$5.
Yeah, the way it just, they couldn't print it out.
Yeah,
without
you're
sales
fine. I
tax.
just wasn't.
Jason, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So which one are you making a motion?
The one that already has
With
the
the
nail
nail
slot.
slot. For the 40866.
Not that price for a screen door anyway.
Mm-mm. I had to pay that several years ago.
Motion by Jason to,
Brett.
okay,
He did it quick.
all right. That's why I got you guys. Motion by Brett to purchase the new door for City Hall, 40866 from Eskridge Lumber, seconded by Jason. Any further comments, questions? Those in favor? Okay, motion carries. Okay, next up. Dock application, remodel 75, I'm sorry, what? This is-
Under department reports, we need to make a motion to accept that resignation.
I'm asking.
We can do it down in council concerns now, okay?
Just want to make sure that we don't forget that.
Okay,
We thought it would fit in the departments.
we would, probably, but
Doesn't matter.
Mans, who's here to talk about that?
Well, Eric Petey's gonna be doing the work, and they are trading an actual oversight that and bringing it into compliance and just making it 2024, 2024. And I don't see any problems with it.
I move to approve.
Second.
Second. You got it.
Motion by Tim to approve the remodel at 75 Lakeview Circle. Seconded by Michelle. Any further comments, questions, concerns? Those in favor? That motion carries.
I'm gonna abstain because I didn't hear any of that because I was in the bathroom.
Motion carries.
Just quickly, but
So
they pay for all the extra, like retaining
They
walls
pay
and stuff.
for one, I believe you decided it was one structure and one dog, whatever.
Okay,
I
next up,
can't tell you what the structure is.
205 West Cedar Circle Terrace.
If he just wants to put a canopy up on his, I don't see any trouble with that either. It won't be any taller than 12 foot.
Do we have any other structures?
No.
Well, he's putting a boat slip in it, and then putting a canopy over the boat slip. Is that a picture of this dock with the picnic table on it?
That is it.
So is he cutting a boat slip into the existing one and just putting a canopy over it?
I believe that is it.
Where are you seeing a boat slip?
It's on
It's
the
in the
drawing
drawing.
on the
Drawing.
back page.
On the application.
Oh, it's on the back.
On the back, yeah.
All right.
I didn't see
okay.
it until you found it.
Sorry.
All right.
I was wondering where you found it.
Manholes.
I
What's
move to
this?
approve.
Oh, that's the
Second.
roof? Is this the roof?
Yeah, that's the, it's like.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Okay. Motion by Tim to approve the structure permit at 205 West Cedar Circle Terrace, seconded by Brett. Further comments, questions, concerns? Those in favor? Motion carries. All right, next up, 138 Cedar Circle, Chambers.
Yep, Mr. and Miss Chamber, I live here. And then he wants to put a walkway going down to the dock. There is currently not one there, so. It won't be any wider than 4 foot, and it'll be in rock. Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And
is
they have
the-
they have a picture.
And then we were wanting to, on either side of the steps going down, just a two-tiered retaining wall, also a natural stone to kind of support. If you recall, I was with you in front of you guys last year. We tore down 2 old dilapidated docks, replaced with 1 compliant dock, got 1 structure off the lake, looks much better. Mike put the stairs down there, and we tore a little deck that was up there. It was also dilapidated, took that off. And below that, there's nothing growing. It's all just bare dirt. And what I'd like to do is make it so we can plant it. So when they bring the rock in for the stairs, just to have some, regular limestone, and then we're just gonna do a 2-tiered retaining wall to support that area shoreline, so we can plant that and have it like a nice little against the dock. And I'm aware that they'll probably need, infrastructure fee for that.
And the retaining wall is on your property?
Well, it'll probably go into your lake easement. It will start on up because it's a bit of a grade down, so the steps will go down. So we'll start up at the top, and then it's 2-tiered down.
But you do realize that that's a structure fee?
Yes, I said I'm aware I will have to pay structure fee. Correct. I understand that. The stairs I know I'm allowed to do, but the reason I'm here tonight is asking for permission to do that retaining wall. So again, it's just all bare and there's nothing there that hasn't grown because that deck was over the top of that for years. And we'd like to clean that up and plant it back so it looks nice and have it surrounding our stairs on the way down.
And it does look good.
Move to approve.
Did you get this X-ray in my back to fill?
That's Robin and I said that's okay.
Oh, y'all see the X-ray in my back too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, I was not here when Sam brought the application in, but there is a $50 fee if you could drop that by sometime.
Not a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Tim, you made the motion to approve it?
Yes.
And who seconded it?
Michelle.
Me.
Okay. Thank you. Motion to approve the structure permit at 138 Cedar Circle by Tim, seconded by Michelle. Any further questions, comments, concerns?
So they were paying a structure fee for the old deck that was there before, right?
I believe so, yes. We had a
So
roof.
this would just replace that.
So it's 2 retaining walls.
Are both on city property? That's my next question.
So is one of the retaining walls gonna be on yours and
Well,
one
it's
is
just
gonna be on
tiered
us?
like that. Honestly,
'Cause
I
it's-
don't know.
'cause
And
you
I
have-
guess we could probably come out and look at whatever. I mean, I'll be compliant with whatever. If it's two, then I'm paying.
Because it sounds like you're okay with the one, but I would suggest if you could put it on you're gonna be saving yourself a structure fee and then you won't be susceptible to all the increases for those structure fees in the future either.
All right. Any further comments?
That's gonna be cool.
Those in favor of the permit? Okay, the motion carries 5-0. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We'll do the transfer before we do that. Do the dock transfer for you.
I don't have any particular comment.
Well, and,
Is it in
well,
there?
no, Robin,
The dock transfer.
the transfer,
Yeah, the
and it's really
transfer.
not, there's not a
I know.
property
I
that's sold.
didn't. This is the dock. It's like 3 foot wide and 27 foot long. And it belongs to 58. But the neighbors would like to have it transferred to them. But the city council would do that. It's right. in front
Do
of
the
them.
neighbors already have a dock?
Yeah, that's, I think,
Is that you?
48,
Okay.
48.
Yes.
I can either, my original plan was to widen the dock I have. It's only like 10 foot wide. Ridinger did it a long time ago. But then I saw Caleb taking the dock out. So, well, the reason I want to widen my dock is to park a boat there because I got a roof and a table. I'm picking a table down there. You get off a boat right now, you run into the picnic table and people sitting there. So it's like I had people fall in the lake, drop drinks and all that stuff. So I was going to widen it.
No.
Yeah.
Was the drinks okay?
The person that fell in the boat actually hurt themselves. That's the main reason I want to widen it. But then I saw him right next to my dock is his dock, Caleb. And it'd be a perfect place to pull a boat into instead of pulling it into my dock. But I honestly don't care because I kind of respect the idea of removing docks out of there because I think there's too many docks on the lake generally.
Whoa, I'm sorry. What? I've neatened
Is that
everything
unusual?
again.
Is that unusual?
I need
Yes,
something.
it is. Usually they want to put more.
No, well, I've been coming out here 12 years and I really like it, but
Well,
there's an awful lot.
Maybe
of
I can
docks out there.
maybe I can save us some time here.
Yeah.
We're not a fan of 2 docks per permit per structure.
Yeah.
Are you talking about removing your small one dock and
I'm gonna rehab that. I would rehab that dock when I rehab my dock. I'd leave them all the same. I wouldn't change anything. I just want to leave it there.
So what's the size of your current dock?
It's like 10 by 20,
Okay.
22.
10 foot along the shore?
Yeah, it's 10 foot wide this
Wide.
way and then
Gotcha. Okay.
20 out. Yeah.
And then the one you're talking is like 3
3
foot.
foot wide, yeah.
Yeah. I just used it as a boat slip.
If he was to get rid of the small one, it would be okay.
that's what I was thinking.
Are you leaving his dock where on his property where it is?
Yeah.
You're not
It's
replacing.
our property.
Well, I know that. I'm behind his house. That's what I'm referring to.
His dock.
Behind his house.
'Cause he
So I have a dock and it's like 5 docks away, and I inherited the other, both of them when I bought the place. But I only wanted the one, and I came in here and to the meeting, I don't know, it's probably in January or something maybe. But I was gonna tear it out, and I was tearing it out. And I talked to Mike, and he said he would like to have that instead, because it is super tough to take the pipes out of the ground.
ended up just cutting them. But
Yeah.
So you're basically saying, leaving it where it's at, you just want to take ownership of it.
Well, but that's,
For a
you're
boat.
creating, you're just creating a two duct situation on one structure.
And you have 2
It's a
docks
wash
currently
now.
on one structure.
We have one structure that has 2 docks, one structure
2
that has
docks,
1
one
dock.
structure.
And they just
We're
want to
just
trade
swapping
so
one
that now
over.
this structure has 2 docks.
But we don't want
This
either.
structure only has
And
one.
I understand that, except it's again, this is all non-conforming situation, so.
Right.
The rule is that you can't do that
I mean,
to get out with
my
the,
grandfather for a long time was swapping grandfather, and I just certainly never heard of that.
and that's, you can't,
Grandfathers are not
yeah, you can't do that.
transferable.
So
So,
another thing is like, what if the space was big enough for him to make the 20-foot dock and just make that all his and reuse the pipes and stuff that's there? And then and I don't have to tear it out. That's kind of what I want to get rid of, not tearing it out. And he just wants to use the space, which he doesn't have a dock that's as big as the space that you could have anyways.
Is yours a floater or a stable?
No, they're both on.
Both stable.
But it's still leaving 2 docks in his name, right?
Well, not really, if it's one
If
dock.
he builds them into one dock.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if you
Well,
built it
then
into
makes
one
that
dock?
Say you get a dock.
Which
permit-
makes it one oversized dock.
So he's gonna take his dock.
I mean, if he's rehabbing.
Are you
I
gonna
would
take your
assume-
dock and move it over to his to attach it to make one?
They're beside
They're
each other.
close,
I
they're close.
thought he said it was 5 docks away or whatever.
Well,
That was
so,
the other way
so
we
I
have
have
to-
2 docks, but there's like 3 or 4 docks in between my 2 docks.
Right.
So I don't want the one that's clear down by his house.
Okay.
Right.
Be better if you guys saw, how this looks, right?
Yeah. Would you guys, are you in a big hurry or anything?
No,
So I'd kind of like to table it so we can go take a look at it and
I
see.
got some pictures.
Okay.
Not-
That would help.
Well, how about
I just
it?
took the one of the window.
You can just pass those around. There's various kind of pictures. It's 11 and some feet between my dock and his dock, and 11 and some feet between his dock and the next dock.
You're allowing someone to.
So my dock would end up being
Don't allow.
21, 22 wide.
If they build them all into one dock, we're actually eliminating the
Why?
dock then.
But that
But
wasn't
that's
the original
creating-
plan.
But it was
But
the
that's
original plan.
creating an oversized dock that we don't allow to be created either.
But if we can build it as a normal size, then we eliminate a dock, we avoid creating an oversized dock. We need to see it and get dimensions.
What
And
the
see how it
dimensions of
works.
your dock you wanna get rid of?
I don't know.
Please.
Bigger than yours is 4 foot by 20 foot.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yours is
It
10.
looks like it.
So that's 14. Is there 10 feet in between them?
11 plus.
So that's gonna make it oversized.
Right. That's the conundrum.
As you stated, there's too many docks. That's my opinion as well. We are trying to eliminate the houses that have 2 docks. What our guideline is, if you do have 2 docks, then you can only do a board for board repair. You cannot have both docks built up as much as you can do within your confines.
And that's what I would do if they were both mine, but they're not both mine yet.
So
You can also expand your existing dock to a 20-foot by 24
Correct.
and not
the other
take up
option?
that footprint, and you'd be fine too. You would need 2 docks.
which is why I would be in favor of
That's
the
where I started,
transfer, provided that you're going to eliminate your current dock. Therefore, you still end up with only 1 dock. It's where you want it, and then you can go ahead and knock yourself out and make it 20 by 24 by 12 foot tall.
But then there's no need to transfer the dock if he's got to tear it
Well,
out.
I was assuming you wanted it,
Yeah.
wanted that location. Is that correct, or
So I can make one dock that's 20-foot wide,
20 foot
20
wide?
oversized deal.
No, that's not oversized.
That's a regular size.
How big is oversized?
Bigger than 20
Anything
by
that exceeds
24.
20 foot.
20 wide.
20 in the shoreline.
What if it's 21 wide?
Too wide.
Too wide. Then I'm oversized.
Yes.
And that's flat out no.
That's a no.
Correct.
So we have to go get an exact measurement of I can fit 20 foot in there without dismantling my existing dock, and then take advantage of his dock space
Pretty much.
and not ripping it out. 'Cause this thing is,
What you
this
get
thing
is-
ripping it out.
You
It's
get a
okay.
footprint that's 20 foot wide
Yeah.
and 24 foot long
Yeah.
and no higher than 12 feet.
I think it's wider than that, but I'll get an exact measurement to be sure.
And
Those pipes are not moving. I'm trying to pull this pipe out. My kid.
But if it's oversized and that's flat out, then I'm back to just improve what I got, which was my original plan.
Yeah.
And he's still taking it out, which was your original plan for.
yes,
That's pretty straightforward. I'll get a measurement and then I'll call and see if it's like in the range of something to do. If it's out of the range, I'll call and say, it ain't gonna happen. we're back to plan original.
Is that where you work?
Yeah.
Well, then I imagine you can come up with a design.
Yeah, I got friends.
In low places.
Some engineer some stuff, but no, we'll take a look at it. So that seemed pretty straightforward to me, so I appreciate that.
I like easy.
Yeah, me too.
But if you build something, you need a permit.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
Are you wanting to go out and look at it, Jason?
Yeah.
Or wait on a
I don't,
response?
I think you're gonna do the footwork.
I'm
right?
probably gonna look at it anyway.
Sounds good.
It
I'm
sounds
gonna
like,
do a measurement and see if I can fit it all without ripping up pipes, put it all inside the 20 foot. If I can't, then it's not worth it.
What was the address?
48 West Flint Hills.
this, just to be clear, this is with the understanding that you're still gonna have one dock at the end of the day,
Right.
right? Okay, 'Cause I'm getting mixed up at this point.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that was the goal here, and like I said, I'm for that goal. Like, there's too many docks out there. If I could make it one big dock, then that's a good compromise.
Okay.
If it's more than 20 foot, then I don't know.
Right.
All right.
So
Thank you for coming in.
do you want to report back August 11th or the 25th?
Can I call the desk?
Yes.
If I want to do something about it, I'll come back with a permit and all that.
Okay.
Do all that stuff. But I'll just call if it's over 20 if it's anything can happen.
Absolutely.
So first time I've been out here, I've been coming out here for like 12 plus years. I don't think I've ever been to a city council meeting ever in my life.
Welcome.
Good for you.
You're doing a bunch of good. I mean, it's a lot of work involved. I didn't realize all the stuff you have to deal with. My doc thing felt pretty piddly after. You ready to go?
Well, you're not even on a city meeting.
Thanks very much.
Hopefully we can work it out, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Connie, thank you for your patience there. We jumped ahead of you one spot. All right, you're up.
Well, we kind of covered the buoys. That was kind of the biggest concern. Because that was a lot of other people's concerns too. So I just wonder what the status was on that, so I can report back to other people about the buoy. How many you got, how many you're ready to put out, who's gonna do it.
We have ordered, 8 have been delivered. And to my knowledge, well, the council approved over 4,000 last meeting for, materials for the guys to make the weights, anchors, whatever you wanna call it. I assume they're still down at the shop. I don't have any more knowledge other than, I mean, the buoys were delivered quite some time ago.
So there's some people have made complaints because, because,
After Labor Day, it's supposed to slow down anyways.
yeah, so just get them all
Maybe
ready
have
and
a
then put
plan
them
to
in
get
next
by
fall.
next spring.
Yeah, next spring, yeah.
I just think, I'll talk to Jesse, but I think it's something about putting it in now to know how they would drift.
Can you speak up a little bit, Brett, please?
What'd you say, Brett?
I said I will talk to Jesse because when I had talked to them, we had talked about putting them in now to see how they would drift during the winter. So we didn't know if some needed.
But I do think there's a hard
Yes.
Upstairs and up in the winter time, Brett.
Okay, and then it looks like the trash is at the tree stand got taken care of after I told Paul about that and sent pictures. That it's still, there's still trash around that area that doesn't get in the trash can. And from what I've been told by the trash company, it's hard, that I wouldn't wanna do that without the arm. And you don't have an arm like ours does. So,
Julie was empty.
The bait shop operator picks that trash up. The truck does not go over the dam.
okay, so.
Yeah, so the bait shop operator is the one,
That
and
would
her
be
staff, and her staff are the ones
Okay, all right, but
doing that trash.
there was miscommunication about how that barrel got there. Some people denied knowing that it was there, and all of a sudden it miraculously appeared, okay? And then it was there for 4th of July, people put all their trash in it, probably whoever was over there using a tree swing, various people. And then the day I go to the bait shop to make it aware that there was an issue over there, Brett was sitting there with another employee that works at the bait shop. Okay.
I think you misunderstood me. I know that there's a trash can there.
Mhm.
We do not know who put the trash
Okay,
can
but
there.
there was a guy here at that meeting that did say that he would loan one out or give y'all one to put there.
Yeah,
To
he
use.
Joe
did
Frederick?
say he had
But I don't
55
think Joe
gallon barrel
did that.
that we could have. He did say that.
I knew it. I knew it. It had been volunteered to be donated, but
I assume
nobody
they'll
come back
have
and said
it.
that anybody had even done it yet. When I saw the pictures from the 4th, that people were using it,
I
that was the
assume.
first I realized that the can had actually been
I'm
placed
supposed
out
to
there.
just put it out there then.
The
Yeah,
can
I
was
assumed that he
out
had
there
done it.
and it had a big construction garbage bag in it. It worked great. And I was like, oh cool, somebody put this out here. Thinking they were gonna come over and grab, the trash out of it or bring another bag if I dumped it. And that was not the case.
Well, there's
So-
been other people besides myself that's complaining about it, and I'm just here representing other people.
They're
besides
complaining about
myself.
the trash or the barrel.
Both.
Well, what's the issue with the barrel?
Barrel, I think it's great as long as everybody's okay with having somebody go over and take care of it. But I do go around, you see me daily, I go around, I have a trash bag and I do pick up trash quite often.
Let
when
me
I'm
ask you
out.
this about that barrel. Have you noticed anybody burning anything in it yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, that's my issue with those barrels. If somebody starts using it for a fire pit, or not necessarily fire pit, but to be burning stuff, eventually the bottom's gonna rot out. And then you got another problem.
Well, I'm
that you
not
have.
against having something there for whoever's over there using the trees. I mean, that tree swing's great, it's been there for years. It's just a matter of fact, who's gonna keep, cleaning up the area?
It sounds like we got a communication breakdown. I would say.
That's a good idea. Is there holes above that barrel if they don't put a trash bag liner in there so the water will drain out, doesn't fill up with water? That's a good idea.
I don't know. I don't know who put the barrel over there.
Not.
Well, and that'd be great.
The remote hole puncher will work just fine.
There used to be, about 2 years ago, there was a regular,
One of the trash cars.
and I think.
it's in the lake.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Jason,
That's the story we've heard.
can I make a little suggestion on those kind of barrels? And it needs to be put up off the ground because it will still rust.
Yeah.
Because I just put a burn barrel in my yard in spring and
But if you're not burning it would last summer.
If it's sitting on the ground, it's gonna.
they're gonna rust out anyway.
The panel wear off and it'll go. So yeah, we see about put some cinder blocks under it and maybe some drain holes in it and make it last a little bit longer.
I'm not sure it'll stay on.
Lot
Not
worse
even
without
really an
trash.
authorized place to be, so whoever's using it should pick up after themselves and take it home with them. Bring a trash sack if you want to have a picnic, that's what we do
That's
wherever
called
we go.
adulting and not everybody does that.
Well, I know, but sad, they should.
It is. It takes a few bad eggs to spoil it for all the good eggs, just like her bathrooms at the campsites. Somebody takes 1 or 2 people to destroy a bathroom.
Because every
And every year it happens, every
not-
year. Too bad you can't lock it up at a certain time, they don't open it back up at a certain time.
I have considered that, closing them off for the 4th of July, but
Be rough for the campers.
sure would.
Because, you
Maybe
look
a
at it,
key.
it's costing money,
It'd be rough for Julie.
it's costing
Well,
money.
I'm only here till 9 o'clock, so.
Well, and then one of my other things I have concerned about, and I think I was here a few months ago when our new neighbors, the Whiteseas, took over Debbie Mike's place. That concrete, I think I sent pictures to Lisa.
Mhm.
I don't understand why that's such a big concern. It's been there for probably since 1940s. Why should they be having to pay?
They're not.
They're not.
They said that I don't know this for a fact, but so you might want to check into that and see, because they're not hurting anything. And if you
No,
want them gone,
We looked at them there and our best guess is they're probably stands for when they pumped directly out of the lake to feed the houses.
Mhm.
So we did not charge them for them because they're big enough to put a chair on and that's about it. So it's not really a deck
okay.
or a
They-
patio.
they
So
can
we
have
didn't
it
charge
too.
them for them. So that might be something that
Please double check that.
just
for them,
check the
because
billing.
they couldn't be here, so I just wanted to bring that up for them. We were made aware about the big bills for getting ready to move out.
that there are beavers down there destroying, I think I sent Lisa those pictures too. We put chicken wire just to see if we could keep them from chewing those up more.
I forwarded all those emails.
I think that they're
It
gonna
looks like
probably
they're
eventually,
dead.
they're gonna go down some people's docks there beside us.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to make you aware of that. If that happens, I hope it doesn't, but they're gonna die. And they're already dead, that part of the tree. It's gonna go down on Clark's and probably Messina's and maybe partially, it might hit Messina's more than Clark's, but it's gonna be close. Cause they're angled that way. And I sent her pictures of that. Maybe someday y'all should have a field trip and come walk the easements around the whole lake and you can kind of see for sure what everybody's talking about and what.
I know I try to make it out there when you guys come up on the agenda to see what's coming up.
Well, Sheriff's party tonight, should you, Jason? So other than that, and then my other concern was, the dock fees. I know you keep detailing how much you're gonna maybe start to charge us more help. Okay, for the patrolling, yeah, possibly.
Possibly that we're still in the middle of figuring out how to do funding for that to save. We're looking into that first.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Yeah, because I don't come to it. If I think I might start coming to more. Well, that's all I wanted to kind of talk about because I just feel like it needs to be done fairly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I've addressed that several times over the last 4 years, that very item right there. And it's not this council's fault, folks that live out there. It all goes back to the beginning when costs were increasing, but fees were not. And the fees pretty much stayed close to the same as the cost kept rising and rising and rising. And we're at a point now, 4 years ago, we're at a point where we're basically drowning in our own problem because councils over the last 30 or 40 years have done nothing to keep up with the fees, with the times of the costs and things. And now, unfortunately, the folks that live out at the lake now are catching our wrath because we're trying to get it where it needs to be. And fair or not, it's like you said, it is an expense. Every year my car insurance goes up. Every year my house insurance goes up. Everything goes up every year like clockwork. Now, if all these entities were to do what the city council has done over the last 30 or 40 years, and then all of a sudden, okay, whoops, everybody would be bankrupt because nobody could afford to pay all these utilities all at one time. So we do have a serious issue with that. And I'm against raising it to where it should be. I'm against totally raising it that high. But I'm not against or opposed to it, to raising it a little bit at a time until we can get a little more control of what's going on.
Well, did you all get the dock fees or Pan Harrison's passing this out on what other lakes charge for?
Yeah.
Some don't,
We saw
some
those.
do.
I think we got those at the last
Okay.
meeting.
I just
We were
wanted
curious
to
where they
make sure
came
you-
from, but that was good information.
She called. I think she called around and talked to whoever they need to get information from. So yeah, I just know that, we just want to be left alone out there, basically. I mean, it's just like every time somebody needs something, they come to us, so we get taxed, or we get charged, like our property taxes are going up, taxes, everything is going up, and they come to us, they'll pay for it. And it's like, it's changed so much. We've got a lot of newer people, we have a lot of older people that have been there before we were even out there, and that's where they want to go and stay and retire. They don't want to sell their place and move away. That's their home too, that's our home.
Totally
I
understand.
understand that we need to do our fair share, but I think there's
Yeah.
reciprocal things like police being placed, right?
Yeah,
Tree
yeah,
trimming
yeah,
being
yeah.
done. So
Can we
I think I understand that we're gonna, you're right, that those fees cost me to get right. But then I think all I'm saying is the reciprocal needs to come back, some of that's recognized by the way. That's right. That, like I said, Ryan Bowie's out there right now.
Right.
Those are things that if we're gonna pay our fair share, how's that come back?
Sure.
Right? And I think
That's what we're trying to do, is to get you to actually pay your fair share.
well, then like I said, but then
The privileges that you have to match your fee that you pay, which is very
No,
minimal.
I wouldn't say it's privileges, and it's the fact that, we
a lot of money going out there.
we do at some extent.
Not us.
You don't pay, I mean, it's a privilege what you guys have out there is a privilege we don't even extend to our own citizens for their lake. They don't get a dock out there. They don't get a patio next to the water. They don't get any of that. And you guys do. And you're not residents of the city. You're rural county residents.
But why did
And the only reason why you would have to deal with us for any reason is when you mentioned being left alone, you just want to be left alone, is because you want something from us, which is a lease for your dock, which is a privilege that only we allow to you. And it increases your property values $50,000 in some cases for that dock. And I mean, $195 a year, breaking that down to 16 something a month is not a fair trade-off with the city. The city's losing in that.
That happens, recognizing that there's some things that need to be tended to at the lake as well.
Yeah.
Is fair.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right, that's all.
And I'd like to emphasize a little bit on what Connie said a few minutes ago, and I totally agree with her. I think we need to see more representatives at our council meetings from the lake. Because the only time we see folks from the lake is when they want something from us, such as a dock transfer or something of this nature, or if word gets out that we're going to raise our fees, and then it's just a bombardment of people coming in and saying no. If we had them coming to the meetings on a regular basis, then they would have a better understanding of what we're doing, and we would have a much better understanding of where the folks that live at the lake are when it comes to what they need and they desire. And so I would love to see more people come to the meetings. Would love to see it.
And that way you could see what we discuss that we spend the money on at the lake. You know, like we paid for that wall for the swimming area and different things, and just maintenance in general, you know, different things we're trying to do, you know, and then you'd see what's happening.
And don't, by all means, don't rely on what somebody else tells you,
Yeah.
because there's a really good, a real good chance that they don't know what they're talking about, and all they're doing is stirring things up. So the best way is what you guys are actually seeing and hearing firsthand.
That's why I came, because I get kind of tired of people coming to me because of where I work or where I live or who we're affiliated with.
Mhm.
Bring them with you. Bring them with you.
I had 4 I thought were gonna come tonight, and they didn't show.
Well,
So basically, you know, it's on them. You know, they
Yeah.
can watch it, they can watch the
I was to
meeting.
say, they can watch too.
Yeah.
There's quite a few that actually watch pretty regularly.
We could get maybe one lake person on your city council, just to kind of represent. But I know you can't, I know you're shaking your head,
Right.
Mr. Luckman, but
Well,
it'd
they
be
can-
nice.
they can buy a house here in town and become a resident, and then they can still live at the lake.
I'm selling mine. Mine's for sale.
We even had solar panels. You don't have to pay electric.
Through and through.
Your electric bill from Evergy is about, on average, probably $10 a month, year round.
So, we just want to get along, but we really like to have help too. Instead of giving all the time, we'd like to have something reciprocate back towards us to help us too, as we're giving to other people.
And we'd like you to know what's going on.
You know, I feel like this takes a lot of your guys' time too, like all these approvals and stuff. I don't know if it's possible, like you were saying, I know can't have a lake person on the council, but to have like you guys appropriate a committee that does some of these approvals and things. You know, we have a set of rules that we just.
I'm not laughing at you for this, but I'm laughing because I'm recalling a year or two ago, we had 80 plus people at the Senior Citizen Center, and these suggestions were coming out. And the first question I asked was to the person who was talking, can I put your name down as being on this committee? Her basic response was, hell no, I've got too many things going on. I can't do that. So the suggestions are great, but the involvement, look at the 4 people that expected to be here tonight that for some reason didn't come.
That suggestion has been presented.
Yeah, and I'd love to see a committee. I'd love to see it, but it just isn't gonna happen.
But to save y'all money on the berries, I would not put the new ones out until next spring.
We get them prepped and save them for the spring.
Get them all ready.
I will say on the flip side of that, I'm also on the county zoning board. And the committee that got together at the lake to write the new regulations for Airbnbs worked great. So I know it's possible. Definitely something to, yeah.
And that,
Yeah.
when they did it, it's a short-term committee though.
It was a
right? Just to
short-term
write the
thing, not a
rules.
really long thing, but it showed that it's doable.
Sometimes, yeah,
So
sometimes that's
there's,
best.
it's not a,
For these things, and then would come to you guys with the whatever.
Yeah.
Problems or with the.
recommendations.
Yes. Yeah. It'd be very helpful. Thank you for coming, by the way. Connie, anything else, Connie?
But I think maybe you might want to consult with something easier for trash at the lake, at the tree swing, than that can. To some extent.
I would
really-
agree. I
think
don't think
it's
it's the
gonna be a problem.
easiest to dump.
It needs to be bagged for sure, or that's
Mhm.
just a giant.
I'm not the one to talk to about that tree right now. That is a very sore subject with me.
Which is probably
So the
why it's
council-
not been well
Yeah.
driven, because we're all in
The person that
disagreement
gave it
on
to
that
you is
topic.
trying to help, but it's gonna be a problem.
Right.
Because there's still trash around there.
We seem to have a constant and fight.
And I know trash blows out of people's vehicles or other, or other ID, when they go around, I'm sure trash blows out of it too. But I do go around almost daily. I
Do you
pick up
see-
Cans and stuff.
Do you see piles of trash at the lake swing similar to piles of trash you see around the lake?
More so the tree swing. And
But
it's usually
you
over
don't see that,
weekends.
you don't see that kind of stuff around the lake.
It's like
bunch of
cans
stuff,
and water bottles.
But not piles and stuff like it is out
No,
there.
no,
Yeah.
no. The
Probably
tree
a
swing
reason
has
for
the
that.
worst. Yeah.
They congregate out there.
And some it blows in the
It
lake.
will whether the tree's there or not, Terry.
Well, I understand that, Tim. I understand that.
But it does blow in the lake at times.
And also
Oh, yeah.
it's where all the debris that floats on the water collects.
When the wind blows that to the north, it certainly
And
does.
you know what? I feel like that's my home. I wouldn't want you coming out. I wouldn't want to come to your place and just start filling my trash out or piling my
Well,
trash
everybody
out.
else in town does. Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Yeah. You should live behind the store.
So just to be clear, is Julie gonna be picking it up on a regular basis? How regular is enough? Like, that's something we would have outlined
Isn't that in her
under day
contract?
shop
Isn't that in her
run.
contract in the dam to the Eskridge?
She went over there the 10th, which would have been the Tuesday after.
I mean, for the 4th of July, I would assume that you need a daily pickup though. Like, that's something that we've built into that contract.
Yes,
And
it
I'm not
is.
trying to
Mhm.
yell at Julie at all, because she probably wasn't aware that it was there right away.
Oh no, they went over there
But
at least twice that I know of during the holiday weekend
Okay.
and picked it up, but they just shot off big boxes of fireworks
mean,
everywhere.
for
and
that
then left
weekend,
all the
for the
And
major
left the
holidays, I would
furnish.
say you probably need a daily check.
May I approach?
Because that's not gonna cut it for a 4th of July stuff. There's people there all the time.
That was on.
Oh my.
Right, no, I'm talking about the frequency of, like, if
It's-
we're
it's
going
been-
around
it's
a
been-
holiday, it needs to be a daily.
It's been that bad
check.
at other times too, not just this 4 times. It's happened in the
Right.
past at other times like that. And this is the big piles, and that was just one pile.
Right, I did see those last meeting.
So
Yes, on the
just
camera.
it's happening. It's getting worse over the last few years because they just. I feel like people come out because they can just come out because they don't think the rules are applying to everybody. You know, they just come out to shoot the fireworks off because they can.
Mhm.
Oh,
And you know, we were having fireworks still going off that week after 4th of July.
Yeah.
So that's
We
something
were
to say.
having it in town as well.
But thank you for listening to me.
Absolutely.
It just,
We'll see you at a future meeting, okay?
yeah, when's the next one? For lake business.
Every,
The next
The
one.
second meeting of the month is always late.
August 25th for lake issues.
So 2nd and 4th meetings, or 2nd and 4th Mondays
Have a
are
good night.
meetings.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Thanks
next
for coming
up.
in.
Okay, budget hearing date. That has to be done sometime between August 20th publicly, August 20th and September 20th. My suggestion would be the 25th.
I agree.
Get her done as soon as we can. But you guys can make that decision.
So August 25th?
Is there any way to transfer out of the lake fund for next year into the general fund?
It's up to you in the budget. I mean, that's when you do it. It's transfers or
Yeah, you'd have to find a offsetting expense Otherwise, it messes with the mill rate.
What do you mean?
So if you're gonna transfer in another 10,000, you'd have to find an expense of 10,000 or whatever. Because if you don't, if you transfer money into the general fund, it lowers the mill rate more. Or I shouldn't say more, it lowers the mill rate, mill levy.
But it is doable.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get less money in the end.
Unless you,
Well, but
an offsetting expense. So if you say, I'm gonna
Right.
spend-
Without that is what I'm
what do you
saying.
want the money for?
Sidewalk.
You're gonna have less in the lake fund.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You have
And you
more
can only
in-
transfer if the money's available, so, I mean, that's
Do we,
back from,
so the next question then would be, would we have enough left over to meet our obligation for the paving project next year?
I think that's automatically.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if that was a different pot or.
no,
But it's not a
That's
different pot
sales
than the one
tax.
that supplies water to the campers, which is our priority out there.
We do provide water to the campers for free. They can pull up right when they get there, where they park their things to go in and
Like,
register for their
hook up separately.
campsites.
Like
They
a real
can fill up
campground.
their
Making
big rig.
improvements.
Nobody's
You
gonna
can
be there
save
long
it.
enough
We've
to,
heard it.
Okay, it sounds like we're not
it's a waste
not
of
getting
expense.
anywhere.
Yeah,
So we just need to set our.
We're getting
date.
off subject anyway. So budget hearing date is the question.
So I moved to set the budget hearing for the 25th of August.
Second.
Michelle's on the ball this meeting.
Yes, she is. Glad you're here.
I had my leaves.
Okay, proposal,
That's all I got.
a motion by Jason to have the budget hearing date set for August 25th. That'd be first thing on the agenda that night. That's what we've done in the past, right?
Yeah.
And a seconded by Michelle. Any further questions or concerns, comments? Those in favor? Okay, August 25th. Okay, Brett, Lake Beach maintenance.
So when the voter came back down to look at different options for the sidewalk, we reported last week, I also took him out to the lake and picked his brain about options that we could try to get the drainage better coming down there instead of spending $2,700 to replace sand and everything out of the lake every time we have a rain. And as you can see there, there is already a concrete one, but it's flat to the gravel. And to just add height to that would be $2,700. But the best way, that's a cheaper way to do it and get it done. But he is suggesting this way, which I agree is the best, which is to pour out 2 feet from the existing one and then put a curve at the end of that. That way it has a bigger ledge for people to step over the curb onto when it gets into the beach, because otherwise it's tight. People would fall. But it goes from, it's the entire length of the beach, and then it just directs the water either to where they put the kayaks in or the ramp.
And he thinks that's gonna solve our wash away
Mhm.
as far as beach goes.
And he has I'm assuming those are estimates, and then because he has total question mark down here.
Mhm.
Is there anything else on here that might add to that?
No, it's, I think, I don't know
Just
why he
option
did
one
that.
or
I
option
think
two.
it's option 1, option 2, that's why he didn't.
Okay.
Anyway, we can think on this, the decision doesn't have to be made, and if anybody wants to meet me at the lake and I can show you and talk you through what it is so that you know, I'll be more than happy to do so. But if we're gonna do it, we should approve it before he comes to do the sidewalk, because he'll be here and he can do it all at the same time, which will be a little bit cheaper and move it a little bit further with that sidewalk, so.
Now,
Would
that's
you
not on the
know
agenda,
when-
but I'd like to know, when is the sidewalk project supposed to start moving?
I can do Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week. So
Pick a
any
day.
one of those days, Saturday's good for me,
Sorry.
or Friday.
Tell me when you go.
Don't think you heard me, Terry.
What'd you say, Terry?
I know it's not on the agenda, but when is the sidewalk project?
The sidewalk
start?
project will not We'll at the earliest start the week after Labor Day,
Okay, and it,
but sometime in September.
and it is still the one you're talking about, is that still from the,
Original
bank,
bid, yes.
bank to the
Yes.
nursing home?
Yes.
Okay.
Partially.
Well, to the Navingstone Park at this point.
Well, they don't,
Yeah.
oh, just to that point.
Right, because we took a lot of money out for different things.
Well, it's there, it's getting there, it's just a matter of like that 50,000 that was earmarked for the CDBG grant.
That's not the one I'm talking about. We've done like 3
Oh.
other things that we've pulled from that.
Okay, other projects. But
So are you
We
saying
got
that we've
that forward.
approved a project for
no,
funding and then pulled that money out to do something else with it? Is that what I'm hearing?
no.
No,
No,
No, we adjusted a project to match the funding we had available to cover it. Which is why we're not running all the way
What do you
to,
think about that?
I don't know what the
it's
problem
just too
is.
vague to,
If you rob Peter to pay Paul, you end up with a sore feeder.
I want to go back to Loggins and see that.
anyway, we ended up with only $21,000 to do a project this year instead of the normal amount. So that's why we only are doing half of it, and then next year we would do the other half. But we need
I
time.
guess I'm confused on that then, because I always thought that once you approved a project and you approved a budget for that project, that money was not to be used for anything else.
we had.
This is what we approved
This is what we.
We approved it. So
previously.
it's not. That's
Not the whole amount.
We knew that, right, we knew that we didn't have enough budget to do the full sidewalk when we approved this
Okay.
portion.
So I guess
So we're not-
where I'm maybe getting confused is that we took 50,000 somewhere to go to the park.
No,
and
no,
it didn't
no.
come off the sidewalk deal. Is that what you're saying?
We took the 50,000 from the 1% sales tax, that's how it got voted. Right,
Right.
it's been so long
And
now.
the sidewalk project is what remains of that.
But we also
Same
did
fund.
like 5,000 somewhere else and another for something else. I'd have to go back and look, but we did it multiple times under the blanket of you can use it for the park because the
You're saying
park's
for
included
other
in the
projects
1%
or
sales tax. Because the council continues to refuse to pony up out of the general fund for the park.
there's not been any violation of.
But no,
budget
there's not.
for-
Okay, that's what I
Cash
just wanted,
basis.
I wanted,
They're
I want to make
gonna
sure, I
go
want to make sure of
from-
that.
No violation of cash basis or
The park.
the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other or continuing council business is up next. And first thing on it is a city trailer. If you guys haven't heard,
Have not heard.
if you have not heard, it was discovered that a city of Eskridge owned trailer was in somebody's field at 21st in Auburn.
What?
And apparently it's been there since 1993.
No,
I'm picking on Payday. I was gonna say it's when he was
Okay.
mayor. It disappeared when he was mayor in 1993.
I might park it there. I don't know.
I had an interesting
But there's
call,
more information on that, but I find it
Yeah.
interesting.
I had an interesting call from a Shawnee County Sheriff's Officer the 15th. And there's property at 8444 Southwest 21st, which is directly west of 21st and Auburn Road. The owners, who are the Palmbergs, actually own property just north of Eskridge. But they had hired an individual to demolish the house. And so a year ago, this trailer showed up at this property. And they ran the tag. It comes back to City of Eskridge. It's a permanent tag. And he had the VIN number too. So we visited and I called the treasurer's department. She said, yeah. Well, first of all, I got in our file of titles and sure enough, here is the title to this trailer.
What year was it?
When did
It was
sold?
titled in 1993. It's an 80, I forget the year. It's like a late 80s model, but it was titled in 93. Mike has no recollection of it. Drew didn't have any recollection of it.
Is it movable?
Well, so Barry
It
went
wasn't
and
here in
looked,
'97, I can guarantee you that. Because there was only 2 trailers here.
but
Two
it's
trailers here
just,
in 1997, and I sold them to the city myself.
so Barry went and looked
One
at
of them
the
I traded
trailer.
for
And
the one
it's,
they had, and
it's
the other one
in,
they bought.
It's in very poor shape. Barry said it would probably cost more to make it movable than it's worth, unless there's scrap value in the scrap
Is
metal.
it on somebody else's, whose property?
Yes, it
Yeah.
belongs to, it's on Brady
Sell the
Palmberg
scrap, you can find some
is
junky tires and throw it on there,
is
right?
the property owner's name.
We can
And they
run that
hired
stuff
an
together again
individual to
It's a
demolish the
scrapyard, that's
house,
what I
and
thought.
the hired individual
here. Bring it here, load it full of scrap.
left this trailer there like a year ago.
Well, I don't understand how the trailer got, how they got in your guys' possession.
Well, we bought it apparently back in the 90s.
It's a mystery how.
We don't know how it got there.
That's the mystery. Been covered up with weeds and
And somebody,
brush.
So how
Clearly a
long-
long time ago.
So do we know who the guy was that left the trailer there?
His name was Dustin Nickel. So,
Dirty
How
money.
many years the tag on the trailer?
well,
It's a
we
permanent
tagged
tag.
it in 93 and it's a permanent tag, so you never have to renew
Oh,
it.
it's a permanent tag.
Yeah.
wow.
Um,
We ought to be buying permanent tags for our own vehicles. I mean, a city around here.
Drive an antique, you can.
Yeah.
So, well, I would assume,
I mean, there's
you're talking about
three.
disposing of it, just get rid of it.
So, I mean, I just told the guy I needed to find out what the council wanted to do, if we wanted to just tell them to get rid of it.
I
Do we
say
need to retrieve
I
the
say
tag?
attach, I
That
think,
does look
I
kind
don't
of a
know.
base of the
I think
trailer.
we get in contact with the Palmbergs. Is that the name?
Well, I have the sheriff's
That's a heavy,
officers.
that's a heavy duty trailer.
Mhm.
Maybe
It'll
that-
hook.
I think we get in touch with the Palmbergs and offer them, give
They
it to
didn't
them,
know
just
what it
turn the
was
title over. We don't have to mess with it. Push comes to shove, we're gonna be responsible for removing it and doing
Well, that
something
crap
with it,
get
so
on.
might as well get rid of it. Barry said it had no value.
He said it would cost more to make it movable to get
Yeah.
it here because the tires are shot and he couldn't, there's one
The
side of the axle he
wiring
couldn't
to
see.
have for the,
Oh, yeah.
for the
That's not
lights
expensive.
and.
You can use Bluetooth wiring anymore. Pretty damn cheap. I'm serious.
Yeah, throw some lights on.
Put a magnet on the back for your lights, and you plug in the sensor, and that's pretty.
That's what I do on my stock trailer,
Yep.
so that I don't have to deal with the guts.
You don't have to
So-
wire it.
Thoughts, guys? I'm looking for information here. What do you wanna do with it?
Do we get rid of it or do we do something with it?
Well, if it's gonna cost us more to get it movable, to where it's movable, just give it to the people whose property it's sitting on. Just get a hold of them and see if they want it.
See if they want it.
I'd like to know what the bed is. If it's rotted out wood, that's probably worth giving it to them. But if it's got a solid bed on it, the tandem axle hauler looks like it haul a Bobcat.
Well, we can get an
Something
address for you,
larger.
Tim. Why don't you go out and take a look at it? Maybe you
So
can, maybe we'll
don't
give it to
trespass on
you.
anybody's property.
Say again?
Don't trespass on anybody's property. Is it on somebody's property?
Mhm.
Private property?
So can we get a
Did
phone
they
number?
say if it's a gooseneck or a bumper pull?
It's a bumper pole with a pintle ring.
What'd you call that?
Pintle ring.
Pintle, because Mike said what
Yeah.
it was and I did not understand what.
It's not a ball, it's a ring.
You ever see the hitches people drive around with the clamp that locks over the ball?
Big old
That's a
hook on it.
pintle hook. And it's for that kind of setup. So you stick the ring over the ball and then trap it.
A lot of the older
Oh, I know.
stock trailers have
Yeah.
it.
If you
I
want to
just
come
know
get
it's
it, I've got
It's a
one of
heavy
them
duty trailer.
wheels and hooks to them down there laying that you can have. I don't need it.
I mean, I guess it would be direction if you guys want to go look at it or have the guys figure out a way to get it back, give them the direction. But I told the officer I would let him know tomorrow what the council's thoughts were.
Yeah, if you get us a phone number, we'll go out and take a look at it real quick and just see if it's worth saving.
I've got the officer's number right here.
That'll
Who
work.
wants it?
Jason does.
Here he goes.
He can check it out when he gets off work.
Sam
on the way home.
is his
I
name.
can.
785-251.
Not that far out of this way, I wouldn't think.
That's where the good gas is. If you think
Okay, let's move on. Letter to KDWP.
I was just following up with Annie to see if she got anything drafted for the park project. That letter we have to send to, nope.
It was quick.
Okay.
Sorry, let me,
Check that out.
I put that in my notebook. And I didn't make a note.
what
I
was
meant
that church
to
name?
actually email the
Sam, Leon.
grant
Sam
writer.
Leon?
Is it due like right now?
Well, you're supposed to do it just before you do any project.
Well, no, and I was talking to them, like, I brought it up to them and they never said anything back to me on it. So I just need to verify that we are
But
gonna
you've
do
got a
something.
copy of that.
I have that,
agreement.
yeah,
Yeah.
that thing.
I mean, that's what all I was,
You could just say.
yeah,
I forgot about it. But yeah, no, we're working on it.
okay. Just so we have something to put in the file.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to send you, we did get some of the paperwork back. I need to forward it to you.
Okay.
Next up is the wastewater lagoon project. Got notified just prior to the meeting that we had. Does everybody have a copy of this letter?
Of the
Just-
letter.
Yeah.
They
Everybody
got
has
a copy of
the
the letter from Kramer, but not my email. Everybody has a copy of
They don't
this.
have that. Okay, all right. All right, basically what he's saying here is that if the council wants to move forward with this project, please have them make a motion to accept the bid and the mayor to sign the checklist. You guys have a checklist too?
No,
No.
they don't have the
They don't have that.
checklist.
You
It
just
was
need a
just-
motion to accept this bid?
The bid of $1,446,429.
I think that.
That is the bid, yeah.
And this is for the wastewater lagoons.
The lagoon, the sewer, the ponds up
Okay.
there.
I mean, do we want to get a little more information or is this as good as it gets on what we're
I mean, this is all Ben has at this time. They've gone through the whole checklist that KDHE requires of the engineer to make sure the project is in line with all the guidelines.
So
I
you
mean,
might
and
want
it is
to-
contingent.
I think,
at
but
very
he's got,
last-
but he's got a bid that he needs to act on, so that's
Right.
why
Right.
it's a little bit, it's not really something you wanna.
Do we not get? Do they only give you one bid?
They had a bid opening here
They did, he
a month
talked
and a
about
half
that when they
ago,
were here.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he wasn't
And he kept
considering.
saying, however you say it.
Lagunic.
Because he said it came in over what they had anticipated.
They were all over, weren't they?
Mhm.
But this was the lowest one.
Was it the lowest one?
That's what the letter says.
Lowest responsible
Yeah,
bidder.
he did bring that sheet in, but I don't, it's in my. But what was there, 3 bids? Remember?
Let's look and see if I've got it handy.
Did you see the letter, Todd?
Nope.
Here. What's it? Does anybody want to see the checklist?
There was the engineer's estimate and then two bids that were received. Well, in the last paragraph said it's contingent upon approval by KDHE and USDA, so.
And if any one of those two have issues with this company, they will flat out deny it.
I move to accept it.
Second.
That's what we were hoping, and that's what.
Mm-hmm.
Motion by Tim to accept the bid as submitted by Kramer. Seconded by Jason. Further comments, questions, concerns?
Yeah, let's get a discount.
Of about 600,000.
Yeah.
1.4 million.
That'd be cool.
Might as well ask for it.
Worst they could do
But
is say
now we
no.
go down from there.
We need that too.
Have a vote.
Do we have any further questions about it? Okay, those in favor? Okay, motion carries.
I'm extra excited to see what the bid could look like for all of the lines in the field.
Okay, before we get into the last thing, which is mayor's council concerns and comments, I did get resignation letter from Aspen just prior to the start of the meeting tonight. I think everybody may have got a copy of that. Just want you to be aware of that.
She didn't make copies
No.
for everybody.
No,
She only
there's
did
only
that.
2 copies of the letter.
That's all it was.
I'm going to accept.
I'll second.
She did turn in a key on the phone.
What's this? This is yours. Okay, motion to accept the resignation of Aspen as our animal control officer by Tim, seconded by Brett. Any further comments, questions? Those in favor? The motion carries.
So do we need to hire a new dog catcher, or do we?
I say we ask if she's.
We need to put it on, we need to discuss that, but not necessarily right now.
Okay.
You have one dog running for that town, it's not in my neighborhood again after 5 days.
Well,
If she's willing to do it, sure,
Then the problem solved.
problem solved.
that could be, but look at more hours and things of this nature. You guys prepared for that?
Yeah, but we're,
Maybe say we didn't have this many positions running. So public officer was dog, well, I mean, it's been a whole, never mind, I'm not even gonna open that can of worms. I'm not gonna open it, never mind.
Hey, 2 weeks isn't gonna hurt us. Let's discuss that at the next meeting.
We have had a dog complaint.
You're right.
You have a dog currently running around in people's yards, and we currently have letters out to people for dogs biting children. So,
call a dog catcher for that.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did agree some.
So we had a dog bite somebody here in town.
Yes,
When did this happen?
this happened a week ago, week and a half ago. It was a little girl and a dog chased her down and bit her foot and pulled her off her bicycle.
Is this not something that maybe I should have been made aware of?
I don't know that you were. I mean, I
I
talked
wasn't
to
aware of it. I'm
Aspen.
just now finding out about it.
Aspen works at the gas station, so I always talk to Aspen there, and that's what she told me. So, and she said that she sent out a letter.
So where's the dog now? Does anybody know?
I think the owner said they were gonna take it out and shoot it, but there's 2 other dogs that's been getting out with that one as well.
Okay, we need to follow up, just make sure that dog is not with us anymore. I mean, a dog bite is taken serious no matter how minor it is to the injury.
So,
Pulled the
are we
kid
gonna
off.
follow up in
I'm
2
sorry.
weeks?
The kid got road rash on it when it fell off the bicycle.
So
And he was bitten while he was in the street. The child was in the street riding a bike.
Yes.
I can't answer that. He was riding a bike and then grabbed him by the ankle, pulled him off the bike. The kid tried to get away from it, fell.
I think.
To be honest, I think that same dog was chasing somebody on a motorcycle.
Was the sheriff called? Does anybody know?
I don't know all the details. I only heard a little bit of the
This is the first
story
time
and
I
it was a rumor, so I didn't repeat it to you
I haven't
because
heard.
I didn't know you didn't know about it either, so.
I think the dog owner is required to quarantine the dog for a couple of weeks for a rabies screen or something.
Unless the dog was already vaccinated.
I'm not sure that they followed it.
Yeah, I think Todd's right. If the dog's not vaccinated, it needs to be quarantined.
Even if the animal's vaccinated and you get bit by your own dog, and you go in or anything happens, that's required to call the sheriff's required to call you and talk to you about your animal.
She's willing to talk to you. Should be
Even
something.
if it's your own cat.
then we don't have a gap. How many hours was Aspen doing?
She was supposed to be doing up to 15.
Okay,
I think up to 10 right now.
Yeah.
And
Just real.
if we have a dog that needs to be cared for, you could add 5 more to that, but we just typically, it doesn't need to be 15.
Speaking of the dog catcher, I just realized that July is when the dogs tags are due again. So we don't have anybody.
Or
No,
June 30th, excuse me,
Sally
June
just
30th.
said she
I was
would
gonna
be
say, I
willing
thought
to
it was
do it.
July 1st, but June
Again.
30th is like, it would be, yeah, runs July 1st to June 30th.
Would it be okay to have her do it interim until we figure out what we're going to do, or?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, I mean, do we need to add hours, or is she okay fitting that into what she's got currently? That's a question for everybody, I guess.
I think that for the interim, she can do what's necessary to get it done. We'll discuss it in 2 weeks. But you can't really set a time on dog catching, animal control, that sort of thing, because there's more to it than just dogs. We got chickens they go out and look after as well.
Mhm.
Inspections have to be done there. And with all the dogs that's been reported running loose on Facebook the last few weeks or a few months, you can't set in stone the number of hours that's going to be needed to do that.
Being a county cow catcher.
Well, she does have an upper limit. She can't work over
Yeah,
a
we
certain
need
number
those.
regardless.
Yeah, I know. And what happens when that limit is reached, say by Wednesday of the week?
Well, if she's chasing the dog and that clock ticks, she needs to stop.
Chasing the dog. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. How do you? We got to discuss that.
And you don't need a taxi app to get a silencer anymore, so it doesn't even have to be loud.
So who's against Sally being the dog catcher?
No, at all.
I think I just need.
It's not. It's, I don't think anybody's against it. It's the hours,
An
and she's
hour,
got a
upper
legitimate
limit.
concern with that.
She can't go over 37 and a half for full time, right? Like that's the absolute upper limit.
Yeah.
But is there more that we need to know about?
Yes, if they work a consistent basis over 20 hours or
Sally, how many hours do you work now?
If they work a consistent basis of 20 hours a week or more for an entire year, then you're paying capers for them as well.
Todd, there's not some weird loophole about if she works 20 hours at this job and 20 hours at that job. It's still 40 hours for the city, right?
Mhm.
And then are we
And then they'd be
paying
entitled
capers
to-
on her right now
Yes.
already?
Yeah.
Every single
Yes.
week? Or does
Yeah,
it go
it-
week to week? I know that's a silly question. but
If you exceed 1,000 hours a
In a
year,
year.
then you're
Okay.
subject, and if you don't,
That's basically 20 hours.
yeah.
50 weeks.
We're just preparing for that basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if we're already doing the capers, then
It's a moot point.
you can bump her up if we need to, right? But
Right.
do we have an upper number is what I'm trying to get to. You're saying we can't define it because dog catching doesn't work like that, but we can say you can't work more than this.
That's just an opinion. If she's doing her public officer's job as well, combining these two together, you're
If she wants to do it.
She
Well-
did those jobs together before. So how many hours is she working as the public officer?
I'm sure she's hitting her 20 or pretty darn close to it. She's been quite busy all spring.
Sally, are you here?
Yeah,
How many hours are you working?
right now,
Yes.
Average. Per
average
week.
between 20 and 25. I try not to go over 25 or 29 hours a week, but that's going to probably change here next month. I won't be working as many hours.
Because you'll be driving a school bus.
I'll be going back to school bus. I try not to
Can we
work
put that
more than
dog catcher's
4.
cage on the back of your school bus while you're running around town?
Make a little trailer.
Sure. That'd be nice.
Well,
I'm just.
Hanging
Yeah,
out from the
but-
stop sign.
but I mean, I'm not picking up kids over here.
So if we allow up to 25 hours.
Okay,
for
let's
both things.
let's agree to put this on the agenda next meeting and discuss it.
I guess so. I mean, we could make the decision and be done with it now instead of adding it to next month's meeting. But I mean, we could kick it down the road like we do everything else.
That's so cute when you act that way, Brett. I look forward to it every meeting.
Okay, guys, if this would
Thanks,
help
Jen.
you out, set me hours.
Cute.
Tell me what you don't want me to work
I
over,
do.
and we can make it work. You hear me?
Which
No.
is 30 enough?
Yes, that'd be fine.
So if we set the limit at 30,
Is it not to exceed 30 or
Yeah.
or at 30?
Spit it out, Tim.
Did we ever get letters sent out to everybody who owed for dog tags again? Because that's,
That's an issue.
I'm
we don't
assuming
know.
that's
We don't
something
know what
that,
happened.
that burns up a lot of hours.
I didn't see any letters this year.
I don't know if we have a lot of
Well,
outstanding.
Aspen sent them last year, but you didn't see none of them sent this year, or were you
Haven't
saying you
seen
didn't
it.
see them?
I haven't not seen it. I did not send
Yeah,
any,
so I thought, okay.
but I don't know if Aspen sent any or not.
I think we'd get responses if we had sent them out.
That was my only concern, is that might be something that'll take some hours for being accomplished.
Okay. Are we all right with that number?
I like it. We can set it at,
Are we all
you
right
know,
with that number?
I like
30 is the upper limit.
Let's do
If
it.
you bend it by half an hour, no big deal.
Okay, my question is, this is how I did it, what I did all of them the last time. We broke it down. Stephanie had me broke down. If I work 2 hours dog catching, I wrote on the time card, 2 hours dog catching, 2 hours lake. I did it 2 hours. If you want that broke down, I don't have a problem doing it.
All comes out of the general fund. What's the
For
matter?
that would, but if she did lake before, that's
Well,
why
lake,
it's
right.
separate, but yeah.
But
no,
that's how she had me do it.
She's
Is
putting in.
Yeah, break it down.
Yeah.
Go for
I
it.
can,
Break it
Break
down.
it down.
yeah.
Okay, do we need a
'Cause I mean,
motion?
even if I'm here, I'll
Yeah,
adjust
if
the
you're gonna do
time,
it.
how much.
Push it. Make it happen.
I move to allow Sally to work up to 30 hours per week, right? That's- okay.
Adding the duties of dog catcher.
Adding the duties of dog catcher and or
Animal control, animal
control.
control.
Excuse me.
I was just gonna
My motion anymore.
I'm not getting on to you.
No,
I
I'm
just want the
joking.
wording correct.
It's a joke, Terry. It's a joke. I'm tired.
See how
I'll second her motion.
not
Okay,
hard
we have a
that
motion
was
on the
to
floor.
get something.
I just needed a number. I
Okay.
just wanted
Okay.
somebody to pick the
Didn't hear
number.
that either.
And
Somebody
I already
started.
seconded it. Is it a hint?
It's good.
Motion by Annie to
I was trying to mimic them all.
adjust Sally's weekly work hours up to 30 with the addition of the duties of animal control. Seconded by Brett.
Not to exceed 30 is the.
Not to exceed 30. My correction.
Oh,
Those in favor? Okay, that motion carries.
Now, if we ask Aspen, can we, after we've accepted her resignation, can we ask Aspen to come in here and help her get the ground running?
I don't think we need.
What?
I don't
Give me
think
a
Sally
reason
needed
why
either.
Aspen would want to do that.
You know what?
That's what I'm getting at. If we paid her for an hour,
I think
Can we
we'll
do
be
that?
fine.
I
think
know,
Sally
what,
would-
I
what are you
wouldn't get
proposing?
your hopes
Just
up on
people
it.
come in,
Comments
she's
that
resigned,
they
she's
made
done.
from the
She's
chair.
not working, not an employee anymore.
you just
Maybe
answered
you'll
the
get
question. I moved to adjourn.
I got one thing to say, guys. Tim, you always adjourn before we have a chance to have the council.
He's
Always.
excited. I tried to.
Should try that at
Unless you have a
8:30.
list, then you have like 20 minutes on there.
Does anybody
This
have
is a late
anything?
meeting.
I got one thing. I have one thing to say, but you
I
guys
do
go
have one
first.
thing.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for getting that water salesman bid for us. Could you, I don't know how everything's separated out. Could you tell us how much we make on the bulk water in a month or in a year, whatever's
Yeah.
easier? I just
Yeah.
want to have an idea of like what's even.
Sure.
I know
Of what
we're
we-
not getting, yes, what we're getting paid is what I'm saying.
We're current-
So we're gonna have to estimate the other part, and
Yeah.
I just wanted to have that information.
I
And
really-
I am
I really think we'd be
looking at that
surprised
bid.
at how much.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I haven't, because Mike was gone all last week. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask. him
I
too.
have not shared that information with him. So I don't know what parts we need, everything,
Right.
valves, I mean, if you guys read, it was overwhelming to me to look at that, so.
It took me a
It's a
second
lot.
kind of
It's a
swing
lot.
through.
I didn't like looking at it.
So I was gonna ask him about what he thought we needed or and then what parts for sure we would be paying
Yeah.
for. To get a better idea on the bid, but then I'd also like to know like how long it would take us to pay it off. Cause I don't wanna just.
I agree, but
Throw
I
money.
think we'd be surprised how much.
Right, and I agree.
$10,000
Absolutely.
metering system and
We'll
then
have
10
to
years to pay for it.
Make a wild estimate on what we actually.
But we could also consider increasing the bulk water
That too.
rate.
Yeah.
You know, 85 cents for 100
Yeah,
gallons.
absolutely. So I was gonna put all those numbers together and try to bring that next meeting. But if you could give me that,
Yep.
then I can finish.
Like Harveyville, they charge $1.30 for 100.
Yeah.
You know,
So we could have a raise and a better way of doing it.
Alrighty, that's all I needed.
Anybody else? All
Are
right.
we gonna kick Todd out for one meeting?
Yeah, that's just,
We could.
my suggestion.
We could
You guys are
probably
okay.
kick that in immediately if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So I guess it's up to
I'm all for
everybody.
you. I'm all for it.
Well, if you don't show up, we don't pay you, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
That's
But
how
is
it
that
works.
something we want to put in, or we need to discuss more, or want to save money right now? That's my question. 'Cause I
Like I
figured-
said, I'm not gonna fill it up with anything, so if you guys get wound up, give me a call.
Well, just test the waters. See you,
Right.
see you in August,
I'll see you at August 25th, and
All right.
we're lucky.
Okay, Becky Frank did accept the clerk position starting September 2nd at $17.50 an hour.
Okay.
That's all I got.
September 2nd.
Yes. It's the day after Labor Day. If anybody wants to know why it's a weird date, starting date.
But she will be gone still in October, right?
Yes,
For 2
it's
weeks.
already planned. Can't change that. All right.
Motion stands.
Second.
Motion to adjourn. Second by Michelle, I think, or Amy, who was it? Annie? Okay. Those in favor? We're adjourned.
Nothing.